So good afternoon, children. Welcome to your I Learned English language class. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, which is conditional clauses, chapter number 16 in your textbook, page number 128. I repeat, we are going to do conditional clauses, chapter number 16, page number 128 in your textbooks. So we have already done the chapter clauses, and you know what a clause is. A clause is a group of words which has a subject, which has a finite verb, and which may or may not make complete sense, and which may or may not be able to stand alone on its own. Okay, so today we are going to do conditional clauses. You already know what a clause is, so now we are going to do conditional clauses. So let's get started. Look at this sentence. My mother will buy me a bicycle if I get good grades. So my mother will buy me a bicycle if I get good grades. In this sentence, there are two parts. The part if I get good grades is a subordinate clause, which is reflecting a sort of condition. If I get good grades means this is setting a condition. For the main clause to happen, this clause, this subordinating clause, if I get good grades, is setting a condition. So what will happen if I get good grades? My mother will buy me a bicycle. So what is the result or the consequence of this condition being fulfilled? If I fulfill the condition in the subordinating clause, I will get a result which is written in the main clause of this sentence. Okay, so my condition is if I get good grades, and what will happen if I get good grades? My mother will buy me a bicycle. Okay, so this we learn from this sentence that this condition, if I get good grades, has to be fulfilled for something to happen. This condition has to be fulfilled for something to happen. In this case, for my mother to buy me a new bicycle, I must get good grades. So this is what is a conditional sentence. Now, we know that my mother will buy me a bicycle is the result or consequence which will only take place if I get good grades. So this result or consequence you can see is the main clause in this sentence. My mother is the subject and buy is the verb, and this makes complete sense. My mother will buy me a bicycle. So this is the main clause in the sentence. Whereas if I get good grades is the condition laid down for this result or this consequence or for this main clause to happen. A condition has been laid down. So this condition or this subordinate clause or this conditional clause is referred to as the conditional clause or if clause of the sentence. So clearly the action in the main clause can only take place if the condition in the conditional clause is fulfilled. So from this sentence we come to know that for something to happen, for the main clause to happen, the condition in the conditional clause has to be fulfilled. So this kind of a sentence which has a condition upon which the result depends is called a conditional sentence. It has a condition, it lays down a condition for a result or a consequence to take place. So unless this condition is fulfilled, this consequence cannot happen. So this kind of sentence is called a conditional sentence. Now we can write this sentence in another way. I had taught you this while we were doing clauses. We can write this sentence in another way. If I get good grades, my mother will buy me a bicycle. So in this case, the conditional clause comes before the main clause. When the conditional clause comes before the main clause, I had taught you the punctuation of clauses. You have to put a comma. So in this case, the conditional clause or the subordinate clause is appearing before the main clause. Therefore, you have to put a comma. You have to be careful about that. And then this kind of sentence is a conditional sentence also. In the first case, the consequence was written first and then the condition was laid down. But in this sentence, the condition is laid down first and then the result or the consequence is stated. Now let us see what are conditional sentences. Conditional sentences are sentences, this is the definition, which express a condition for the action of the main clause to take place. Like you said, saw the first sentence, if the condition was if I get good grades, if only the child will get good grades, then the action of the main clause will take place, which is how the mother will buy a new bicycle. The clause which expresses the result is the main clause of the sentence. In this example, it was my mother will buy me a bicycle. That was the main clause which expresses the result. And the clause which expresses the condition is the subordinate clause called the conditional clause in this case, or the if clause. The clause which lays down the condition is called the conditional clause or the if clause in a conditional sentence. There are four kinds of conditional sentences: zero conditional, type 1 conditionals, type 2 and type 3 conditionals. So we will deal with each one of the conditional sentences individually now. So first we'll deal with the zero conditionals. Look at this sentence. If you heat ice, it melts. So clearly we have a conditional clause here, which is if you heat ice, and we have a main clause here, which is it melts. If you heat ice is a conditional clause. If only ice is heated, if this condition is fulfilled, then only it will melt. Then only the result will take place. So this is a conditional sentence. We know that this is a conditional sentence. Now this sentence expresses a scientific fact or a general truth. Isn't if you heat ice, it melts? Everyone knows that this is a scientific fact or a general truth. Also, if the condition is fulfilled, the result is certain. The key word here is certain. That means if we heat ice, it will definitely melt. So this is a well-established fact. This is a scientific fact, or it is a general truth of life. So if the condition in such kind of sentences which express facts, which express general truths, if the condition is fulfilled, the result is bound to happen. It will certainly happen. It will definitely take place, the result. So this kind of a sentence is called a zero conditional sentence. A sentence, a conditional sentence which expresses a fact, a scientific fact or any other fact of life, or a general truth about anything, any general truths which have the possibility, which generally happen in life. So if in those kind of sentences, if the conditional clause is fulfilled, the main clause is bound to happen. The result will definitely take place. Now, zero conditional sentences. From this example, we can say a conditional sentence which expresses a scientific fact or talks about real possible situations. So these are the key words. Real and possible situations is called a zero conditional sentence. The if clause in a zero conditional sentence is in the simple present tense. This is very important. The if clause in a zero conditional sentence will be in the simple present. And the main clause in a zero conditional sentence is also in the simple present tense. So these are the important things which you need to remember about zero conditional sentences. First of all, there will be an if clause, a conditional clause, and there will be a main clause in the sentence. Okay. The zero conditional sentence express a scientific fact or a fact of life or talk about real and possible situations which are likely, most likely, definitely, certainly will happen. Not likely, but they will certainly happen if the condition is fulfilled. And the if clause in a zero conditional sentence is in the simple present tense, and the main clause in such sentences is also in the simple present tense. Now look at this sentence. If I go on a boat, I feel sick. That means whenever I go on a boat, I feel sick. So if I go on a boat is the conditional clause here. I feel sick is the main clause here. And definitely whenever the child goes on a boat, he feels sick. So this is a general truth. Now we see that this conditional clause is in the simple present tense. The verb go shows us that it is in the simple present tense. And the main clause is also in the simple present tense, which is feel. I feel sick is in the simple present tense. So this kind of sentence is a zero conditional sentence. Now let us look at another sentence, another example. If you touch a hot pan, you get hurt. It is a fact of life. It is a general truth. If you touch a hot pan, you will get hurt. So now, if you touch a hot pan is the conditional clause here, and you get hurt is the main clause. So if the condition is fulfilled that if you touch a hot pan, you will definitely get hurt. So this is a possible situation, likely, general truth, not likely, I'm sorry. It is a possible condition. It will happen. It is a real situation. So now another thing we notice is that the if clause or the conditional clause is in the simple present tense. The verb is touch here. And the main clause is also in the simple present tense. The verb is you get hurt. Get is in the simple present tense. So both the main clause and the if clause are in the simple present tense. So it is a zero conditional sentence. I hope it is clear. Zero conditional sentences first express a scientific fact or a general truth or real and possible situations. Then both the if clause and the main clause in a zero conditional sentence is in the simple present tense. That is all you need to know about zero conditional sentences. Now coming to the first conditional sentences, they are also called type 1 conditionals. Let us look at this sentence. If it rains today, the match will get cancelled. So again, we see that if it rains today is the conditional clause and the match will get cancelled is the main clause. So this, if it rains today, it has not rained yet, but it is a possible condition in the future. It is cloudy and it is possible that it might rain. So a possible condition in the future is that it may rain today. So, and the main clause, what will happen if it rains today is the match will get cancelled. So probably if it rains in the future, it is probable that the result will be that the match will get cancelled. So you see that in first conditional or type 1 conditional sentences, we are talking about a condition which may take place in the present or the future, and the result or consequence of the condition is that it will probably, the result will also take place if the condition is fulfilled in the future. So this is a likely conditional. So first conditionals are also termed as likely conditionals because these are situations which are likely to happen, which may happen if the condition is fulfilled in the present or in the future. It might start raining. It is possible that the rain may start in future. So then the match will get cancelled. Then if it rains, the match will definitely get cancelled. The result is probable. It is likely. Now again, the structure of the first conditional sentence is that the if clause, if you see, is in the simple present tense. If it rains today, rains is in the simple present tense, and the match will get cancelled. Now you can see that in the main clause we have a modal verb will. So will and get is the finite verb. So in a first conditional sentence, we have the modal verbs will, can, may, must, and there are others also, ought, plus the verb, the finite verb. So these are all in the present tense. Since the conditional clause is in the simple present tense. Therefore, the other main clause is also in the present tense. All the modals will be in the present tense. Will, can, may, must, except for will, which is of course a future tense. Can, may, and must are all in the present tense. Again, I will tell you another thing, that in first conditional sentences include all the present tenses. In this case, in this sentence, the conditional clause is in the simple present tense, but first conditional sentences or type 1 conditional sentences have the if clause or the conditional clause in all the present tense, like the simple present tense, present continuous tense, and the present perfect tense also can be there in the if clause. But this will not change. The modal plus verb will not change in the main clause. This could change. Simple present tense could be present continuous, could be present perfect, but the modal plus verb thing will not change in the first conditional sentence. So this kind of sentence is called, this type of conditional sentence is called a type 1 conditional, or first conditional, or likely conditional. Because likely conditional, why? Because if the rain starts in the future, then this consequence will definitely take place, probably likely to happen. It is not impossible. It might rain in the future, and therefore it is possible that the match will get cancelled. Therefore, they are also called likely conditionals. Now let us see whatever we have studied about the type 1 conditional. The first conditional sentence is used to talk about a possible condition in the present or future. So it may rain in the present also, it may start raining in the future also, and its likely result. So if it starts raining, the match will get cancelled. It is likely that the match will get cancelled. Okay. Now the if clause could be any of the present tenses. It is given in your book that the if clause in the first conditional can be any of the present tenses. It could be simple present, it could be present continuous, and it could be in the present perfect tense. The main clause is in either the simple future tense, like if you use will plus verb, it will be in the simple future tense, or it can have modals like can, may, must along with the verb. So the other modals which it can have are ought can also be there, shall can also be there. So these are the modals plus verb which are there in the main clause of a type 1 conditional. Now look at this sentence. If the weather is fine, we may go to the beach. Now in this sentence, if the weather is fine is the conditional clause clearly, and we may go to the beach is the main clause. So the condition for going to the beach is if the weather is fine. So the weather, it is possible that the weather is fine. If I'm discussing this condition today and I want to go to the beach tomorrow, so it is very likely that the weather might be fine tomorrow. I'm discussing this situation today, that if the weather is fine, we may go to the beach tomorrow. So it is possible that the weather is fine tomorrow and I may go to the beach tomorrow. So it is a likely condition. It can happen in the future. Therefore, it is a type 1 conditional. So let us see if the weather is fine is the conditional clause, and the conditional clause here is in the simple present tense. It fulfills that condition also. And may go, we may go to the beach. So may is the modal and go is the verb. So it fulfills the condition of the main clause also. The main clause has to be a modal in the present tense plus a verb, and the if clause or the conditional clause has to have a verb in the simple present tense. It is in the simple present tense, and therefore it is a type 1 conditional. It is a possible situation. It is very much possible that the weather is fine and we may go to the beach. Okay. So first condition, we will see that type 1 conditional sentences have a possible or a likely condition, and the result is also probably going to take place if the condition is going to be fulfilled. And the if clauses should be in the present tenses, and the main clause should be a modal plus verb. Next example, if I wake up late, I will miss the school bus. So if I wake up late, naturally, if I wake up late is the conditional clause and I will miss the school bus is the main clause here. So if I wake up late, it is possible because I might wake up late tomorrow. And if I wake up late, it is very likely, it is very probable that I will miss the school bus tomorrow. So this is also a likely situation. And then you see that the conditional clause wake is in the simple present tense and the main clause, which is I will miss the school bus, has a modal will plus verb miss, finite verb miss, and therefore it is a type 1 conditional because it is fulfilling all the conditions. Next, if you are looking for a good book, I can suggest one. So now you see the conditional clause is if you are looking for a good book. So I am looking, are looking is the conditional clause and I can suggest one is the main clause. And you can see that the conditional clause here is in the present continuous tense, are looking is in the present continuous tense. And the main clause has a modal can plus the finite verb suggest. So this is also fulfilling all the conditions of a type 1 conditional or the first conditional sentence because it is, if you are looking for a good book means I am still looking and I might find, so I can suggest one. If you are looking for a good book, if you are wanting a good book, I can suggest one. So it is likely, it is possible situation. If you have understood the chapter, you may answer my questions. So again, if you have understood the chapter is the conditional clause here, and you may answer my questions is the main clause. Now let us see. Conditional clause is in the present perfect tense here. Have understood. I told you in the type 1 conditional, you can have any of the present tenses in the conditional clause. So it is have understood. Please remember have is in the present tense. Okay, so have understood is present perfect tense and the main clause has may plus verb, that is modal verb may plus verb, and therefore it is also a type 1 conditional. So we have done all the three conditions where the conditional clause is in the simple present tense, the conditional clause is in the present continuous tense, and the conditional clause is in the present perfect tense. So all the present tenses plus on the other side in the main clause, it should have a modal plus verb in the present tense. So this is how you recognize a type 1 conditional. Now moving on to the second conditionals or type 2 conditionals. Now let us read this sentence. If I had the money, I would buy a new laptop. If I had the money is the conditional clause here. And I would buy a new laptop is the main clause here. That is clear. So if I had the money, it sounds that the person does not have the money. But I don't have the money. That means it is an unlikely condition. Since if I had the money tells me, indicates that I don't have the money. Therefore, it is very unlikely that I will buy a new laptop. Since I don't have the money, I will not buy a new laptop. So it is just indicating my wish. It is my dream. It is my desire to buy a new laptop, but I don't have the money. So there is hardly any possibility of the consequence or the result laid down in the main clause to take place. There is hardly any possibility that he will be able to buy the new laptop since he is saying if I had the money, that means he doesn't have the money. Okay, so such kind of conditionals are called type 2 conditional sentences which indicate a result which will hold which will not be possible because they are very unlikely to happen since the condition in the conditional clause is itself very unlikely to happen. Unreal situation this is. So now you see that if I had the money, this conditional clause here is in the simple past tense. Please notice. First of all, I told you that in a type 2 conditional, it generally expresses something which is unlikely to happen. The condition is also improbable. It is expresses a dream, a wish, a desire, which cannot be fulfilled. And if it is not fulfilled, the main clause will also not be fulfilled. Therefore, they are also called unlikely conditionals. And now let us look at the structure of the type 2 conditional sentences. The structure here changes. In zero conditional, you saw that the conditional clause was in the simple present tense. In the type 1 conditionals, you saw that the conditional clause was in any of the present tenses. Now, in case of type 2 conditionals, the conditional clause is in the simple past tense, had the money. Now, the main clause, the structure of the main clause will have would plus the finite verb. So here, would buy is the thing which you have to have, the structure which you have to have in the main clause is would plus verb. Okay, so the structure of a type 2 conditional sentences, the if clause should be in the simple past tense and the main clause should have would plus verb. So in this kind of sentence, I already told you that the condition laid down is an improbable or unreal condition. If I don't have the money, how would I buy a laptop? Okay, and therefore, if the condition is improbable or unreal, naturally the result is also unlikely to happen. It will not happen. It will never happen. It is an unlikely condition. Such type of sentences are type 2 conditional sentences. Now let us see what we have already done through the example. The second conditionals refer to hypothetical conditions. Hypothetical means unlikely conditions, unreal situations and results that are unlikely to occur. Therefore, they are also called unlikely conditionals. First conditionals were likely conditionals. Second conditionals are unlikely to occur. Therefore, they are called unlikely conditionals also. Hypothetical means unreal situations. They are generally used to express dreams, unreal situations, or unlikely events. The if clause is in the simple past tense. This you have to remember because the previous two, zero conditional was in the simple present tense. Type 1 was in all the present tenses, and the if clause in a type 2 conditional has to be in the simple past tense. The main clause has to be one of the past tense forms. Like in type 1, we had will plus all the modals plus verb in the present tense. Naturally, in the type 2 conditional, if the if clause is in the past tense, these modal verbs would also change to the past tense, like should, would, could, or might. Okay, may will become might in the past tense, can will become could, will become would, and shall will become should. So these are the these are the modals which will be used in the main clause of a type 2 conditional, plus of course the verb, the finite verb will be there. Now let us look at other examples of type 2 conditionals. If I were in London, I would visit the Big Ben. So this, if I were in London, is the main conditional clause, and I would visit the Big Ben is the main clause. But if I were in London clearly expresses a wish or a desire or a dream. That means I am not in London. I am just dreaming. I'm just wishing I were in London. But I'm not in London. So it fulfills the condition that it is an unlikely situation, unreal situation, hypothetical situation, which is not real, which is not happening in real. I'm not in London. So again, the conditional clause is if I were in London, and the main clause is I would visit the Big Ben. Now let us see the conditional clause fulfills the structure or not. The structure is that the conditional clause has to be in the simple past tense, which it is if I were is in the past tense, and the main clause has to have a modal in the past tense plus the finite verb. So would visit is a modal plus verb. So it is a type 2 conditional sentence. Now, if you made an effort, we might be able to solve the problem. If you made an effort, but you are not making an effort. That means you are not making an effort, you don't make an effort. So if you made an effort is the conditional clause, and we might be able to solve the problem is the main clause. The conditional clause is clearly in the simple past tense, made, And the main clause has a modal might, which is the past tense of may plus verb. So this is fulfilling all the conditions of a type 2 conditional sentence. Now, another thing which is not mentioned in your book, but I'm telling you that the past continuous tense is also used in a type 2 conditional. Like if it was not raining, we could go on a picnic. So if it was not raining, but it is raining. So another unlikely situation, improbable, unlikely to happen. The result is also unlikely to happen. I won't be able to go on a picnic because it is raining. So now the conditional clause in this case is in the past continuous tense. Was raining, past continuous tense. So generally it will only be second conditionals we take as in have the if clause is always in the simple past tense. But sometimes you may get a sentence like this, then you will think what kind of sentence is this. So you have to judge whether it is possible condition or impossible or unreal or likely condition. So here it is an unlikely condition because it is raining and I cannot go on a picnic. It cannot happen. So in this case, if it is in the past continuous tense and in the main clause you have a modal plus verb, then also this is a type 2 conditional. So please be careful. This is very rare. I'm telling you that type 2 conditionals, the if clause or the conditional clause has to be in the simple past tense. It may sometimes you may get a sentence like this, that it is in the past continuous tense. And depending upon the sentence, the result and the condition and the consequence, you have to judge whether it is a type 2 conditional or, okay. Now we'll move on to the third conditional sentences. If we had taken better care of our planet, things would have been different now. So what does this sentence express? It explains that the present circumstances would be different if something else had happened in the past. So we are referring to something which has already happened in the past and it cannot be changed. So it is saying that the present would have been different if something different had been done in the past. So this is an impossible to change condition. The condition is impossible to fulfill. It is impossible to fulfill the condition now, and therefore it is impossible for that the result will take place. Okay. So in this kind of sentence, you see that it is talking about a present situation, which would be different if something else had happened in the past. But the past has already happened and now it is impossible for us to change the past, and therefore it is impossible to fulfill the condition now. So we see that the type 3 conditional sentences are talking about a condition which is impossible, which will not occur at all. It is neither unreal, it is neither likely or probable to happen, and it is just impossible to change because the thing has already happened in the past. Okay. Now we see that the if clause, if we had taken better care of our planet, the if clause or the conditional clause is in the past perfect tense here. So we talked about the simple past tense in the type 2 conditionals and the past continuous. So now we are talking about the if clause being in the past perfect tense. The structure, if you look at the structure of the type 3 conditional, it has to have the if clause has to be in the past perfect tense, which means it will have had and a verb. If we had taken, this is past perfect tense, and the main clause has to have a modal would plus have plus past participle form of the verb. So we have would plus have plus been here. We can also have should plus have plus been. We can also have could plus have plus been, or might plus have plus been. But since it is the sentence is in the past perfect tense, we have the word have. We will have this have in the main clause also. So such type of sentences are type 3 conditionals, which talk about a totally impossible condition which cannot be fulfilled at all. The if clause in such sentences is in the past perfect tense. The main clause in such sentences has to have a modal plus have plus the past participle form of the verb. Now type 3 conditionals. A conditional sentence which refers to a past condition already taken place in the past that was not fulfilled. The condition has not been fulfilled, hence both the condition and the result are impossible now. So they are impossible situations. The if clause is in the past perfect tense. The main clause has a modal should, would, could, might, plus have, plus participle form of the verb, past participle form of the verb. This is a type 3 conditional sentence. Let us see some more examples to make the concept clearer. If we had checked the map, if he had checked the map, he would not have been lost. But he had not checked the map in the past, so he was lost. So we cannot change the situation now. So now had checked is the conditional. If he had checked the map is the conditional clause, which is in the past perfect tense, and he would not have been lost is the main clause, and it has would not because it is a negative sentence, plus have plus past participle. So this is a type 3 conditional. He is already lost now. Nothing can be done. He had not checked the map in the past. He has already got lost and the situation cannot be changed now. It is an impossible condition. If he had listened to the instructions carefully, he could have solved the questions easily, but now he had not listened to the instructions carefully in the past and he was not able to solve the questions. So the situation is already over. The condition, neither the condition nor the result is possible now. It is an impossible situation now. Therefore, it is a third conditional. Okay, type 3 conditional. So the if clause is in the past perfect tense, as we can see, had listened and could have solved is the main clause. He could have solved the questions easily, which is in the form of the modal could plus have plus past participle form of the verb solve is solved. So this is also a type 3 conditional. If she had found his phone number, she might have called him for the party, but she did not find it in the past. The party is already over. She might have called him if she had found his number in the past. So again, impossible condition, impossible result. Now it is not possible. Now things cannot be changed. The party is already over and she did not have the number, phone number. So the if clause is if she had found his phone number, which is in the past perfect tense, had found, and the main clause, which is she might have called him for the party, has a modal might plus have plus past participle. So it is a type 3 conditional sentence. Now let us revise all the 4 kinds of conditionals quickly. So in zero conditional sentences, which are real situations, which talk about real situations, possible situations, truth, general truth, scientific facts. The if clause is in the simple present tense and the main clause is also in the simple present tense. The type 1 conditionals which talk about likely conditions, probable conditions. It is possible that the condition can be fulfilled and therefore the result can also is likely to occur in the future. Those kind of conditional clauses, conditional sentences, the first conditional sentences, the if clause is in the present tense and the main clause is will or shall or can or may or ought plus verb. Okay, a modal plus verb in the main clause. Second conditional sentences which talk about unreal situations, unlikely conditions, which are not likely to happen because it is talking about a dream or a desire or something expresses a dream or a desire or some unreal situation. They are called second conditionals, and in their case, if clause is in the simple past tense and the main clause has the modals in the past tense form like would, should, could, might plus verb. Third conditional, which we just did, which are talking about impossible situations, situations which will not take place now, are in the past perfect tense, and the main clause has would, should, could plus have plus verb. Have is important in third conditional sentences. Now let us see if you have what you have understood, and quickly ma'am will take the names and only that person will unmute and answer. Identify the type of conditional sentences. If it is a sunny day, we can go to the beach tomorrow.
Samriddhi Sinha.
Samriddhi.
Ma'am, it is a zero conditional clause.
How?
Ma'am, it is a zero conditional clause because, ma'am, it is in the present tense, simple present tense. That is how I
If clause
identified
is
that
in
it
the
is a.
if clause is in the simple present tense and the main clause,
Ma'am, the main clause is also in the simple present tense.
but tell me about the condition. Is it talking about a general truth, scientific
Yes,
fact?
ma'am. Ma'am, it is talking about a general truth.
No, it is not talking. Anyone else?
Mayank.
Ma'am, it is a type first
Yes,
conditional.
type 1 conditional because it is talking about a likely situation. If it is a sunny day, we can go to the beach
Yes, ma'am.
tomorrow. Okay. So you see that first part is in the simple present tense. If clause is a sunny days in the simple present tense, but can go is a modal plus verb. And because moreover you have to identify whether it is a likely kind of sentence or a general truth, okay, or something which is which happens generally. Okay, this is a likely condition. If our flight had been delayed, we would have reached late.
Arisha.
Ma'am, this is a type 3 conditional clause.
Type
3.
yes, very good, because had been is again past perfect, and would have reached is again type 3 conditional clause, the would plus have plus verb. If we went by bus, it would be cheaper.
Satyam.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Satyam.
ma'am, type condition.
Type
2.
2, yes. Why? Because the if
And
clause is
because in the simple present tense,
no, it's not in
simple
the
past, simple
simple
past,
past tense, and then
and
the main clause has
the main clause had would plus verb,
verb.
finite verb.
Yes. So if we went by bus, it would be cheaper is second conditional. If I get tired if I work too much.
Geshna.
Ma'am, zero conditional.
Zero, very good, because it is a general fact I'm talking about, that if I work too much, I always get tired. Generally, I get tired if I work too much. And the conditional clause in this case follows the main clause. So if I work, the if clause work is in the simple present tense, get tired is also in the simple present tense. There is no
Simple.
modal involved here. You have to see there is no modal. So it is a zero conditional sentence. There is only a verb and no modal. If I won $1 million, I could stop working.
Vani.
Second conditional.
Yes, type 2, why?
Ma'am, because it is in simple past and it is unlikely to happen.
Yes, it is an unlikely condition because I don't have $1 million. I'm just wishing that I had $1 million. So the if clause is in the simple past tense one, and this main clause has a modal plus verb. If we had taken a taxi, we might not have missed the flight.
Prateek. Yes,
Ma'am,
Prateek.
type 3 conditional.
Type 3, very good.
And type 3 conditional.
Yes. How did you guess it?
Ma'am, because ma'am, it is ma'am if clause is in the past perfect tense.
Yes, and the main
And
clause,
ma'am, the main clause is in the simple
it
future.
has might, that is a modal verb might, then not because it is a negative sentence, plus have. So might, that is modal plus have plus a finite verb. And then also this condition has already taken place. I had not taken the taxi and I have already missed my flight. So it is an impossible condition, therefore type 3. Okay. If I eat too much, I feel sick.
Vaibhavi.
Zero conditional, ma'am.
Very good. How?
Ma'am, because if clause is in the simple present tense and main clause is also in the simple present
And
tense.
it is a general truth, talking about a general truth, that if I eat too much, then I feel sick all the time. Always, this happens to me. Okay. If I had known the answer, I would have raised my hand.
Arna.
Ma'am, type 3.
Very good. How, Arna?
Third.
Type
Ma'am, because if clause in past perfect tense and second main clause is model plus have plus past participle.
Yes, very good, Arna. So all of you, I hope, have understood the conditional clauses. It's very easy. If you remember the table I just showed you, this table you just have to know, and the conditions you have to know. Then it will be very clear to you. Everything you just have to see what tense is in the if clause and what is the structure of the main clause. You just have to remember the table, and then you will be able to solve the exercises. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being so patient.